Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm so excited. I got a package the other day from Flower Beauty, and I've never tried any other products before. And it's actually a line that Drew Barrymore is involved with, or she created it. Um, but I've always wanted to try it, and I don't know why I never did. There was always something new coming out from another brand, and I just never bought it, but I've seen a lot of good reviews on it. So I got a coupon in one of my emails, and I said, you know what? I am going to buy a few products and give it a try. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'm trying some new products. I'm actually going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to check in later to see how the products that I chose wore, and I won't do any touch-ups except of course maybe my lipstick or something. But yeah, I'm just going to try something different. And yeah, and if you are new, welcome. Thank you so much. And if you would consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Hey guys, I'm just so excited. I hope you guys are too. Let's just hop into it. But first, go grab your cup of coffee or that glass of wine, and let's see how these products work. So yeah, this is the box it came in. Super pretty, just a basic pretty box, but it is pretty. And like I said, I did not get a lot of products, but the products that I did get are the ones I've been wanting to try. And yeah, we'll just hop right into it. The first one that I'm going to use, of course, would be their primer. And it looks like this. And it is a Supernova priming whip. So I thought, since that NYX came out with that whip, and I have seen some reviews, and some people just rave about it, and some are not that impressed. So I was on Flower website, and they happen to have a whip. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try their whip. And yeah, so I got some notes here. I'm going to read a little bit what the claims are and what it is. It says it's a revolutionary ultralight mousse that creates the perfect base for a seamless airbrushed makeup application with soft focus brightening effect. So, those are big claims as well. It does say that it has a lavender scent. I'll let you know how strong the scent is. I know some people really have a sensitivity to that. And all of their products are cruelty-free. This one happens to be cruelty, vegan, and I believe gluten-free. It also says that it is to diffuse the looks of pores and fine lines. And it's a moisturizing with camellia seed oil. I hope I said that right. Anti-inflammatory rosemary leaf, oil control with turmeric root, and restorative jojoba seed oil. So let's see what it looks like. There is like a little ball, it sounds like, in there. So I'm going to shake it up, and I don't know how much to use, and I'm going to show you. Oh my, yeah, it definitely is a whip. So I'm going to start with this to see. Hopefully this isn't too much. Oh boy, there's a lot. So, okay, I might have to get rid of some of this. So that, you definitely do not need a lot. Yeah, so I will, it feels really nice. The scent is very mild. It's a very, very mild scent. I do see a glow big time with this. So yeah, that's interesting, but it's almost like a I don't know, I'm like scared looking at myself. I'm like, am I turning blue or but yeah, there is like a cast, like some sunblocks do that as well. This is kind of the vibe I'm getting from that. But it definitely is illuminating. That claim is pretty decent. But yeah, that's very nice. So we will move on. And I also got their foundation. Now the foundation, I've been wanting to try for a very long time. Again, I don't know why I never purchased it. It just, one of those things. It just, you just wait for the right time, and the right time came. But this is the packaging here. It's very pretty glass. It has like a a gold. The flowers written in gold. Very pretty, very beautiful packaging. I mean, it really is. It has a pump dispenser. And let's read about this here. There's only 15 shades. I remember looking into that. So the shade range is not the best. And then it says it's lightweight, breathable foundation. It effortlessly blends imperfections and uneven skin tone, revealing a flawless, smooth finish. And it's medium to buildable coverage. So, and I got mine in the nude L3. They say there is a SPF of 18 in here. So just those who may have a sensitivity to sunscreen. So yeah, and by the way, I have prepped my skin prior to this, and I have done my eyebrows, and I have put primer on my eyelids. So just to save time for us, but I'm going to start with 2 pumps because I do not know this formula. If, you know, I might need more, I might need less, but so that's what the formula looks like. It's pretty thick. It looks like it's, you know, not running. I hope the shade is going to be okay. Yes, it looks very good. Now that's a first for me. Usually I always have to adjust my shades because I picked the wrong one, especially when ordering online. So I'm going to start off with just about this much to see how this goes. And I am going to use a brush first. And of course, I'm going to spray my brush like I like to do. Let's see what this does. Okay, it's going on pretty nice. It doesn't seem too thick to not want to move around. And it is covering pretty decently. If you see, I had that red spot there, and it covered it, and I'm going in with a very light hand. So, yeah, this is I would agree with the claim of being a medium coverage, and I still have quite a bit of product left. There is a glow to this, as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my sponge like I always do, and I'm going to take a close look into my 10 times mirror to see what I see. This went on pretty nice. It looks pretty even with the brush. Usually with the brush, that's why I always go in with a sponge. I feel like, you know, it just could use more of that pushing into the skin. But that really looks nice. I think this is the first time ever that I've bought a foundation that matches when I purchased it online. This is my shade, L3 Nude. So I really am liking that. Okay, you guys, this is what it looks like with round 1. I am going to put a little bit on my sponge just to see how buildable it is. I honestly think this is nice at this point, but I do want to see if it's a buildable foundation. So I'll go in where I usually have the most imperfections. First time I've ever done this on my channel, where I will be checking in later at the end of the day to see how this lasts. Because it does say that it's an all-day wear foundation. So I just want to see the claims on that. And I'm going to treat it like I always do. Like some people, they will go in without a primer, see how it works without a primer, all that. When I treat my foundations, I do the same routine every time. So I prime, I use my foundation, I set, you know, unless it's a super powdery matte foundation, I set it, and I also use a setting spray. So I'm going to treat this just like any other foundation I use. It does not look like it's accentuating my pores or my fine lines. Yeah, I like it, and I like the shade. Just a reminder, I'm going to be 50 years old in 6 days. And so I do have mature skin, and mine tends to be on the drier side, especially during the winter. So just so you guys know of my skin type. So I'm going to now go into, I did buy a concealer, and it came in this packaging here. Very pretty again. Their packaging is super pretty. And that's what this looks like here. Very pretty again with the gold around here. Let's see what the applicator looks like. Just the regular, it's very small and thin applicator. Yeah. Hopefully that did focus there. Okay, now this is a cruelty-free. It didn't say anything about the vegan or anything like that. This one, it just said cruelty-free. This says is a light illusion full coverage concealer. I got it in Vanilla L25, and there's 12 shades on their website to choose from. The claims have this has a secret to fake 8 hours in a flash. Conceal dark circles, diffusing illumination with their exclusive blurring pigments. So let's give this a little whirl here. And I'm trying to decide if I still want to, no, I'm going to give this one the full test. I'm not going to do the brightening with the e.l.f. like I normally do. I'm just going to use the concealer. And I can't believe I started with my complexion first because I do have eyeshadows. We will see how this goes. Okay, so I'm just going to use a dot here and a dot here. And like I always do, I'm going to lift it up here and I'm going to lift it up here. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit in here just to brighten this area up and down the center of my nose. Maybe around here. I do have a little bit of redness. My allergies been kicking in and I've been wiping a lot there. So let's try all these areas. Okay, so today I'm just going to use a sponge to push this in. And I do like to let my concealer sometimes dry down just a touch. This one seemed very creamy, so I definitely wanted to on this one. And when they seem a little more matte or dry, I don't feel the need to let it sit there for a minute. But this one I did. I think this shade is good too. Oh my gosh, I can't even stand it. Maybe 2021 is going to be better yet. And again, I'm taking the concealer below my wrinkles first. I like to get most of the product out of the sponge when I do that because I don't like a lot of product on my wrinkles. But I went in with very little. I'll see if I need to add any more. And I think I will need just a touch here. That's why I love that e.l.f. brightening concealer because I feel like then I don't have to use a lot of concealer, but I just feel this area here could use a little bit more. And I'm just going to let this dry down for a second. Okay, so while that's drying down, I'm going to talk about the next product that I did purchase from them, and it is their eyeshadow, and it's a quad, and look how pretty the packaging is. It's so pretty. And this is called the Petal Play Shadow in Gilded Lily. I am the worst with names, I swear. It's probably wrong. Correct me if I am. But this is that. That's what this is. And the shades are cute. The shades are Barrymore, because of course this is by Drew Barrymore. And there's Gilded Lily, I guess. I don't know. In Bloom and Black Iris are the shades here. So let's take a look at our eyes and see what they look like. This looks really nice on the eyes, you guys. So I am going to set my under eyes. Like I said, I'm going to treat everything like I always do. I am going to use my number 7. I love this stuff. I still do. And I do like that banana powder too that I did get it from my BoxyCharm. So, but this is one of my go-tos. And I'm just going to put a little bit on. Okay, so I'm going to start with about this size brush. And this is the Morphe 513. And I'm going to start in with this. I believe it's called, I think I've got this all messed up. But I'm going to go in with the lower shade here. the lightest shade. Well, there's a lighter shade, but it looks like it's more like a shimmery, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go in with, about that much. I'm just going to tap off just a touch. And I'm going to go in with a very, very light hand. I always do, especially with new formulas, because I don't know how they're going to apply. Okay, this seems to be going on very nice, very smooth, very buttery. I'm not getting any of that grabbing, just to get a lot of that product in there. And now I'm going to look up, and I'm going to start doing that windshield wipe, moving up towards my brow, and I'm going to bring it out just at a little bit on a angle here. Okay, so that's where we are so far. And I'm going to clean my brush just in case if I have to use it in a few minutes. And now I'm going to go into this deeper shade here. And I'm using the Morphe, the 456. And I have cleaned it. There's nothing on it. It's just, I need to clean my brushes. And I'm going to go in with the deeper, darker shade here. And I'm going to load up both sides of my brush. And I'm just going to start on my outer corner here. And I'm just going to kind of tap and swirl here. And swipe. I'm doing all sorts of things. And I'm kind of going at an angle here, as you can see. Just trying to create that little effect here. I love how I just avoided this whole situation of me saying I'm turning 50 in 6 days. Yeah, that's a hard number, you guys. I'm sorry. It really is for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel 50. I mean, my body does. You know, I have these aches and pains and all good, things going on with that. Going through menopause. Yeah, so there's things there that remind me, but in my head, I don't feel 50. I just don't. I still listen to my 80s music. I still, I don't know. I still act really goofy all the time. I don't think I'll ever change on that. I think I'll always have a strange sense of humor, a strange wit about me. I'm sure there's some people that meet me that think I'm totally, completely out of my mind. But I just like to have fun. I like to laugh. And so that part of me will never change. I don't think I could be 90 and probably be one of those old ladies that are cracking wise jokes on, in their beds, fighting with God knows who will fight with me, Yeah, I don't know. But I will say the number 50 is not easy. Maybe I went through a midlife crisis. Maybe that's why I started this gig. I'll be staying home, hopefully with just my son and his fiance, and we can enjoy that together. Granted, I'm still, I know, going to be out of control, blaring my 80s music and God knows what. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and it went on very nice, you guys. What is going on? I like this line a lot. And I'm going to go in with this, yeah, there's like a gold shimmer here. I'm going to use just my finger. And I'm not going to do like a real bold shimmer. I just want it very light. And I'm bringing it almost across my whole lid. I'm going to go in with my Glam Light calligraphy pen that my holy grail, my love of my life. This thing, there's a few products I will not live without, and this will be it. One of them, and I better concentrate here. Otherwise, I'm going to have a nice uneven, crazy line. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if they stopped making this. I'm gonna have to have some kind of backup. How easily that just slide it on is just absolutely the best. And it never dries out. I swear. I've had this thing, I think, since the beginning of quarantine, and it has not dried out by the least bit. And now I'm going to move into, and I'm going to try something different because I did get a couple new brushes that I want to use. And I did use it yesterday, and I did really like it. So I just want to, show this to you guys. But I did get these. It's by Real Techniques, and it's their 220 brush. And they say that this brush here is super good for cream formulas. And I've been always wanted to try more cream products on my face, and with the brushes I have, it just didn't seem like it was going well, so I ended up using a sponge. So I used this yesterday and it did seem to work, so we will try it again today. So I'm going to try the NYX. One side there's a contour, and the other side I believe there's a brightening. And I've used this maybe one other time, and like I said, I didn't like it because the brush I used obviously was not good for it. So I'm just going to put it on like where I would put a contour or a bronzer. And I'm going to kind of... and I have no idea how much to really use. So I'm just going to go crazy. How about that? Should I do my nose? Let's try it. I don't like a lot of cream on my nose. Like I told you, I get very oily. So let's try this brush. And I'm just going to kind of use a bouncing motion first. Okay, it does seem to be blending out very nice with this brush. Very easy. And I'm just adding warmth into my face at that point. And now I'm just going to use, again, like a bouncing motion and a slight, I'm slightly just moving the product up. You don't want it to go down because, you're trying to create an illusion. I may have put a little bit too much on. So at this point, you can probably just go back with your sponge. And with the nose, I did get another brush too. And this is by Real Techniques as well. They had a sale at Ulta, buy one, get one half off. And this one is their $4.31. And I'm just going to just tap down the nose. And then I'm going to, I don't think I want to use this on my nose. I'm just going to go in with my foundation, just do the tip here, where I kind of messed with that product there. Okay, so this is where we're at, you guys. All right, let's just keep moving on and see where it takes us. Now, like as always, I'm going to use my CoverGirl Clean and Fresh. And I'm going to put that on the tip of my nose. I'm going to let this bake here for a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. I'm going to set my entire face with that. Just a very light layer, especially with all this cream product. I definitely want to set the areas where that's at. Okay, and then I also did get by Wet n Wild. I've seen this, one of my favorite influencers. She recommended it. Her name is Jamie Walsh. And actually, I think she goes by Glam Latte. So if you ever want, check her out. She's amazing. I just love her. She's sweet and real, down to earth. Yeah. So anyway, she was saying this on her channel that she loved it. So usually when she recommends something, I listen. So I'm just going to kind of mix both of them together and put it at the areas the light will hit it naturally, like usual. I really like her suggestion on that. Very pretty. And now I'm going to go into blush. I didn't get a blush from them, so I'm just going to use, it's called Phase Zero, and this is a, these 50-year-old eyes are really kicking in. It really doesn't have a shade on here. It just says blusher. Maybe that's the shade. I don't know. So this is the packaging. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. And this is the shade here. Very pretty. So let's try it. I'm just going to use this brush here, my Eco Tools. All right, I'm just going to go around the edges here with my sponge just to soften the look like I usually do. And I did get one of their lipsticks, and this is what the packaging looks like. And the shade is in, what did I get? It's called Blush, and it's matte. And there's 22 shades on their website for their lipstick. And it looks like that. Very pretty. And I'm just going to use my, it looks like Wet n Wild gel lip liner. And this is in the shade, oh boy, Bear to Comment. Yeah, it's very, very nice. It's definitely like a pink nude, and it's creamy. It's not, it says matte, but I don't, there is a matte to it, but it's not that super matte. So yeah, that's very pretty. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. Again, like I said, I'll be checking in later to see how this wore throughout the day. I will be doing stuff where I wear my mask. So there will be a lot going on. I will not touch anything up unless my, some lipstick maybe, but I will not touch anything else. I won't put any powder on. We're going to see what I look like in some, maybe I'll check in around 6 o'clock. We'll see. But as of right now, it is 12:32 and in the PM. So yeah, I'll be back later to give you guys an update. Okay, you guys, I am at about 6:20 in the PM now, and this will probably be my final check-in. My son and my future beautiful daughter-in-law is on their way over, so we'll probably have dinner and a couple cocktails. So yeah, this will definitely be my final check-in. But I just wanted to show you what the makeup looks like as of now. So it's been on, over 6 hours, and from here, I think on camera it looks really nice still. Excuse the hair. And I'm going to take a real close look. I have my 10 times mirror down here. What I'm noticing is it broke down slightly around the chin. The nose has really broke down. But that's very normal for me. Like I said, my nose does create a lot of oil. So a lot of the foundations I use, this happens, and I haven't applied any products since earlier. So usually at this point, I probably would have touched up my nose, maybe take one of those, those rice papers and collected a lot of the oils that have come up on that, and then applied some more powder. So this is common. This is normal. I do see a little bit of breaking up through here. And again, I wear glasses, so this is kind of worn off here. And I think that's why this is worn off here, is the glasses kind of sit upon there. What I do love is that it did not settle into the lines up on my forehead at all. Absolutely nothing at my smile line or right here. On the sides here, it still looks pretty nice. And again, like I said, I wore the mask all day. And this coming through here, I'm going to imagine it's from the cream bronzer that I used. I used NYX, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Like I said, it does not look horrible. I'm actually pretty happy. The concealer, I'm telling you guys, I don't know. This might even be better than my Clinique. I have absolutely zero of settling into my fine lines here. I mean, it just looks really nice. So again, the only problems that I am seeing right now is actually through where I wear my glasses. Again, I have worn a mask. I have, done some chores around the house. So, I was cleaning. So of course, I produce a little bit of sweat and perspiration and some oils, I would imagine. I'm going to come closer and you guys can take a look. So, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about right through here. And on my nose, there's breaking, the pores are really showing through. But other than that, I mean, look at the under eyes. I mean, there's wrinkles, but it's not settling in those lines. Yeah. So I am actually very happy with this line. I think honestly, it stands up to a lot of my foundations. Yes, it's only been 6 hours, but again, even with all my other foundations, I do have to do a touch up around this point. So, okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative for you. It was so much fun doing it. I like this process, and hopefully with all my anytime I do get a new foundation, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a follow-up. And yes, you guys, thank you again with all my heart for being here for me. And if you have joined, welcome again. And I look forward to seeing any comment that you guys have. And until next time, you guys.